Bajaj Avenger has always been a great option as an affordable cruiser. Over the years, it has received several changes, with the most comprehensive one in 2015. Lalith has owned the Avenger 220 Street for just about a year now and has clocked a massive 30,000 kilometers already. He tours on it almost every weekend, and this mini cruiser is also his choice for the daily commute. Hey Lalith, it's good to have you here. How are you?
I'm good, Swati, thank you. It's fine, chilly morning. It's always a pleasure to talk about bikes any time of the day. So I'm here to share my experience with the bike.
Well, the Avenger was reborn recently, making it an instant hit. So what made you choose the 220 Street, and how has your experience been so far?
Why the Bajaj Street 220? Because I'd recently undergone a surgery in my right knee and I needed a vehicle that could help me stretch my legs a little further. And this came at the right appropriate time, so I went for it immediately. The additional factor would be I have love for cruisers, so that was an added point too. Red and black color is my favorite, so I didn't think twice before choosing this bike. The overall experience has been amazing. I've done a lot of tours on this bike. I've done pretty close to 33,000 kilometers till date. It's been a year and 15 days to be precise. I've not faced any major issue with the bike regarding the overall things, and it ticks off all the factors that you need in a very good bike.
Now, a tagline that sounds like "feel like God," sets a lot of big expectations from the bike. So, how has your experience been in this regard?
The overall performance of the bike has been very good. I think it stands up to its name of Street 220. I don't know about the tagline though. And well, within city limits, it's kind of, it's good. The 220 it lives up to its cc capacity. Well, when coming to the handling, the shorter handlebar on the bikes have been pretty good. So it's easy to maneuver within city traffic, and also the curves, it takes on curves. It's not exactly a curve hugger, but it's kind of okay. It does the job, and the seating position is perfect for me. As in, when it comes to me, the seating perfect I feel is very good. The legs come at the front. The position of the foot pegs are perfectly placed, and seat is also very comfortable. And the braking part is where it kind of disturbs me a lot, because the rear kind of is skittish, but the front is very good. The discs hold, and the stopping distance is quite okay. So I think that's something they need to look into if at all Bajaj is planning a update.
Alright, let's talk about maintenance now. What are the running and service costs of 220 Street, and is the company living up to its expectations?
So as I mentioned earlier, my love for cruisers also had a price bracket. So I had to go with something that was affordable, and this is a below 1 lakh vehicle, and there's no other manufacturer that offers a vehicle in this price segment. So that is the initial choice that I made. And previously I used to own a Discover 125 from the same Bajaj stable. And running the bike for 10,000 kilometers, the Bajaj Discover, I felt that the mileage and the maintenance cost was very affordable. So that made me choose the Avenger from Bajaj. And coming to the maintenance cost, for each service I get about 1,500 to 2,000 with inclusive of oil change. And initially I had to experiment with a lot of oils. So I went right from mineral to synthetic, semi-synthetic. I did all kinds of oil changes. I needed to find the right one for my engine. So finally I zeroed in on the Shell semi-synthetic. I think it suits my engine well. And then coming to the service from Bajaj, of the 12 services I've done till date, I've been only to the Bajaj service center for the initial free services. I kind of trust and believe that my mechanic or my local mechanic is far transparent, and he gets the bike back within the time that I need. Bajaj takes a little more time, and there's no transparency in that. So I think that's something they need to look upon. So now coming to the mileage, initially I used to get figures of 55 plus within the city and the highway as well. But later with the wearing of the engine and passing of time, I got figures of, I started declining. So right now I'm getting about 30 to 35 within the city limits and 40 to 45 on the highway. Given that you maintain your speeds within 80 kilometers to 90 kilometers per hour.
Okay, so finally, would you suggest any changes or modifications to make the bike better?
Yeah, coming to that part, I've changed the headlamp bulbs because I felt the stalks are a little less brighter. So I went in for a Philips upgrade, and I found the horns were a little squeaky, so I had to change the horns as well. And then coming to suggestions to Bajaj, I would say a little wider rear seat would be good for the pillion, because I've had a lot of people get down from a bike and say it's not a very good experience for them. And I think they should add a backrest as well to the bike, similar to the Cruiser one. Probably aesthetically it might not fit, but it adds a comfort level to the rear pillion rider. And then a better material for the tank, because I think the tank is a little fragile. Even a little dent a little punch to it makes a huge dent on it. And now that I've run close to 30 plus 1,000 kilometers on the bike, and I have to change my rear tires. And the problem that I face is I'm not able to find any manufacturers other than MRF for the rear tires, because they are the only ones who produce the 15-inch rear tires. So that is one thing that Bajaj has to really look into. It's kind of scarce as well. There's not a lot of quantity of these rear tires available in the market.
Well, the Avenger really sounds like one of the most affordable and efficient cruisers in India. Well, thank you for being here, Lalith. It was great having you.
It's been my pleasure actually. I hope Bajaj listens to my views on the bike and they get the modifications done. I think this part where I share my views on the bike helps people decide in an easier way whether to choose this bike or not. And it's been a real pleasure. Thank you so much.
Well, that's what the Avenger 220 Street is all about. We hope you like this video. Please share your comments below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.